Yo, I've been sleeping on this couch for like the past 2 weeks. This shit been feeling amazing.
This is comfortable.
Man, I bring my pillow, my blanket on this bitch. I be sitting right, I be like,
and it's leather too, so it's cold.
Yo, listen, I be sitting right here like a whole bitch. My head wrapped. I be like, what?
I'm about to fall asleep right there now. Shit, I felt this shit on my legs. I said,
he said cozy.
Hey, right. Nah, ain't nothing wrong with a nice cold.
I be sitting right here, cut my TV on, watching YouTube, Netflix.
Yeah.
I feel like a
Cushions
whole bitch.
all thick.
Man, listen, I got some soda, some chips.
Man.
I'm living a good life.
That's how I felt when I finally got a bed.
Did you put that dresser together?
All that damn time you spent out there. Nigga, I really was determined to get it done just to get home and was like, I got everything I need. I'm throwing this damn shit away. Cope was right. I don't want this damn shit. He said, you sure you gonna want this? I said, oh. Nah, I was just determined. I was determined because, man, trying to get that shit into my truck, I was just like, man.
I commit now.
Yeah, I committed. I was like, I've been out here too long. I gotta come up with something.
Honestly, I be doing that same thing, especially for shit that I was anticipating to be good for me.
Right.
And I'm already halfway to I gotta commit now. Got to see it through, my boy.
You know what? I already know where you was going with it. Gotta commit now.
Got to see it through, my boy. Got to see it through.
Shit. The only they gonna kill me, but the only white girl I ever smashed, motherfucking.
I thought you didn't smash some white girls.
One.
Really? When?
It was.
What was this?
Last apartment. Clearly not at the apartment. I ain't invite that bitch over. You ain't coming to my house.
How about you never smashed a white girl before?
Only one. And it was trailer park trash. Big Bertha looking Joe.
Bessie?
Yo. So I come to meet this bitch. She's sitting in the back of the crib smoking. She tells me to meet her back there. All right. I get out my parked car. He said, I never knew. I get out my car, boy. I walk to that backyard. I see them shoulders. I said, oh. Already here. I gotta commit.
Got to see
That
it
dick
through.
already on. Somebody gotta suck it.
Ain't gonna suck itself.
Ain't gonna suck itself. Bertha. And but yeah, motherfucker.
That's a real good topic though. Man, we had no business fucking some things. We had no business.
Yo,
no
you was
business.
not lying,
Nigga, we had no business fucking some things, dog.
And and an update
I'd be so
too.
disgusted with myself.
Yeah,
It's like beating a dick.
there is some situations, where I should have just beat my dick,
Man.
and I didn't, and I fucked with. Man, I'm telling you, when some of the bitches on my roster, if you'd seen them Jones, they look like characters off of Mortal Kombat. like you just go through the selection stage. There's a cockeyed bitch. There's a fat white bitch. It's a shit that.
They was waiting for you in the bedroom like this.
I said there. Finish him. I said flawless. Shit.
It said sexuality.
I said, oh. I was trying to find a twist of Mortal Kombat or something. I'll find one later, something funny.
Stop flying.
I said, porno combat. Stupid shit. But man, yeah, nah. I already put a few of them on my table. But worse than that, it's not just because you can at least walk away from an experience with a bitch that you ain't got no business being with, right?
Yeah.
There's the experiences that you walk away from, but they were the experience. The experience still happened. For example, when
Go ahead.
I was 20. I've mentioned this to you before, but never on a public forum, so I guess I'll just suck it up, but just eating this bitch pussy and she end up shit. Oh, just saying it now, I want to give her the beats. I forgot. I could kill this bitch.
Wasn't I joking? Because you know you got the shit.
Nigga, what's your story? Nigga, tell your story.
Nigga, you on the ledge by yourself?
I said, nigga, get embarrassed.
Shit, we talking about shit.
He said, I ain't talking about shit.
If we talk about it, there's one time, there's one show, I remember she had sent me a video of her twerking. She was twerking naked. But she had a butt plug or whatever while she was twerking. So I'm like, huh, interesting. I was like, I know you get down like that. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, I bet. In my mind, next time, that's where I'm going to go. So you know what I did? Man, I did
I'm
that.
Committed.
I was like, here it go. I started doing it. It was feeling good. And then like a minute later, my dick wasn't the only thing that was brown. I said, this will make me mad. I was like, oh shit. She said, literally? I was so mad. I wanted to push this bitch's teeth in.
It's a you, bitch. Literally. You body. What's the back of this shit?
I was so bad. Man, that shit had me fucking pissed off.
Man, now would you rather have shit on your dick or shit on your cheekbone? I got up. I said, something. Man, I looked in the mirror, boy. And you know we was on the 3rd floor. I was about to throw this bitch to the concrete.
He said, I wasn't eating no pudding.
I couldn't believe this bitch. I could not believe it.
It's smashing things.
Just
we
pushing.
Have no
like,
no
bitch,
business. No business, dog. Like, but hey, you know,
it got us to where we are.
Yeah, you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying?
Learn.
Here we are. You know. Well, welcome to the Jerry Boys Podcast. I've been meaning to do this for a minute now. I'm gonna say this at the top of the video from now on. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on post notifications, on the bell, like the video, share it with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, comment, leave us, your funniest clips that you liked or things that you have questions on, whatever. Just comment on this shit, share it, everything else you gotta do.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
we drop a lot of jewels too, man. I don't want you to overlook that, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would end up overlooking or not seeing it just because it doesn't have that. I mean,
yeah. And for now, like, and I was thinking about this shit recently about where this shit could even like start going, you know what I mean? And just narrowing it down. We talk about success a lot.
Yeah.
And it just made me excited knowing that we were just cultivating something that we just like to do. You know what I mean? And this is still like the antithesis of it all.
And it's fun, like you're saying cultivate, and like we mentioned too that like these are conversations that we would have been had. Now I will say like we spoken sometime before the pod, like this environment has improved me in a lot of different ways that I didn't I kind of overlooked that, kind of like we were just talking about the comments and stuff. I overlook a lot of the, because sure these conversations would be had, but now it's almost like an expectation of Sunday I have a therapy session. And I don't know, I just it gives me perspective on myself, on a lot of things. So like it's been a good run.
Yeah.
I said that like it was the end. I don't want to make it sound like that. It's been good.
And we'll come to the end.
That was playing at the job.
Of the road.
And then this bitch gonna have the nerve to ask me why I'm singing. And she was an old head too. And then
she said it's unnatural.
I said this belongs to you. Right there. But like, and then, cause man, the reason I was so mad at her is cause like, how you going? I mean, hate on the old school. You old head. And then,
bitch.
I mean, and of course she got the fatties. So here come old bull laughing at what she had to say, Dickie. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Beat your tall ass. I hate tall niggas. No, I don't. I just hate that nigga.
You said it.
I know I don't, cause I can't hate on no. I mean, I ain't tripping off that.
It definitely.
I used to though.
It definitely made me realize at my job, it was like all these people, all these students coming into the store or whatever, and a few of them niggas, like a few of the white boys, it was tall as fuck. I was like, oh well, look at that. I was like, I see why these bitches like these type of niggas. One dude came in, he was tall as fuck. Yeah, you know, he was a little bit cut, and I was like, that's a fine looking man right there.
He said, he'll take my bitch.
You can have my bitch.
He said, get yours. That's all I said, by any means.
By any means.
Nah, man. That is the thing, though. What is it? Motherfucking... I'm improving a lot in myself, and one of those things we just was mentioned, right? Like the tall dudes, Like, I'm working on myself because like I have a lot of good things going for me as far as like just my life. I have a really good life, and the karma is great, and the people are great, and the lady in my life is like she's just determined to show me that she's a good woman. Mm-hmm. And she wants to be in my life. And it's just like, why don't I just make it easy? You know, for anybody.
It gotta be hard.
That's it, the hard way.
This nigga was a video game. He did the hardest difficulty.
There's literally a movie with what's his name? What's the black kung fu dude? He was in
Michael J. White, Michael K. White.
Exactly. Yeah. It's funny when there's only like one. He said Michael J. White. But yeah,
Black Dynamite.
Yeah, because it ain't gonna be who was the bull with the afro. In forget him. I think
the Boondocks?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say Bushido Brown.
And a Bruce Lee film, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's a basketball player.
He was in the Bruce Lee joint.
Was he?
Yeah.
You bullshit.
Nigga.
The Last Dragon?
I don't know what it was called, but I know I watched it.
Let me.
And he was in yellow fighting Bruce. Wait, Bruce was in yellow fighting him.
Hakeem.
Well, first of all, I said, first of all, it's not Hakeem. He said, Hakeem. He came up with a fucking convict. I said, that ain't Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's a terrorist.
He said, that's a nigga. He said, what's up, my nigga? Hey, what you say? I will fuck you up, nigga. Yo, I love that video, dog. That expressed it perfectly. But yeah, let me look up Kareem. I'm telling you.
My dumb ass said Hakeem.
Hey, close enough.
Yeah, look, something nigga.
Hey, we black, so we can make these jokes.
We can say that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He said, nigga. Kareem and
nigga.
Bruce Lee.
But why you looked for that John or whatever?
What the hell was they doing here?
What the hell was he doing?
Kareem got his dick
on his back.
He said, "You feel that?" He said, "You got a new spine." He said, "You feel my backbone?" Nigga's crazy. That nigga was in whole drawers. I said he was in a karate suit. This nigga fought Bruce Lee in boxers.
Yo, that nigga woke up out of bed to fight this nigga.
He chose violence.
Right. I was like, I'm gonna kick some ass today. Show the camera, please. Show the camera with this bullshit.
This nigga's leg is so... How you got a cockeyed leg?
That shit like...
Right, that should look like an arm. That should have been a punch. How you throw a kick hook?
His
This nigga crazy.
His leg cut like a dick.
This nigga a frog.
Yeah, ostrich.
Ninja Turtle.
So this fucking fuck y'all did that.
You little snicker dick.
Halloween snicker dick.
He said, I don't remember you ever have be a fuck. What's the next topic? I fucked up. I couldn't get the words out.
You mentioned earlier about therapy or whatever. That's one of the topics I want to get into, like the importance of therapy. Because last fight I was talking about how I was kind of going through a tough time, and I'm way better now. Feeling just a little more lighter, feeling less pressure on myself, and just looking to do the things that make me happy. I was on Instagram on like my little secret backup page that nobody know about. But on there I follow a lot of like mental health stuff. I follow a lot of business stuff.
Use that as a filtering process.
Yeah, just things that'll pour into me that isn't just so mind numbing. It's not bitches. It isn't other photographers. It ain't
you
just
see me,
funny shit.
Off the motherfucker.
Yeah, this is a whole thing dedicated just to fulfill me, right? Mm-hmm. I saw an ad on there for this app that for mental health or whatever. And it advertised it as become your own therapist. I was like, that's interesting. Downloaded it. The app is called Bloom, BLOOM. Since I've started using this, just from these past like I want to say 4 or 5 days, I feel way more just content.
In-app purchases?
Yeah.
I knew it.
But it's a free subscription for the first like week, and then you can either do like a monthly or a yearly, whatever. But it's worth it. Just from when I've been using it. Yep, that one right there. From this me using it, it has like those two like there's 2 different people you can use like to give you coaching, whatever. I've been using the dude because he's like a little more like empathetic. He's lighter. You know what I mean? He gives you certain techniques and stuff like that. The chick is gonna be more encouraging, motivate, and everything like that. And you can switch at any time. But at the time, I'm not really needing to be motivated. I'm just I want to feel better. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm just looking at it. I was like, yeah, I'd probably go with this guy.
Yeah,
too. Just because, like, and this is probably going to get me killed too. But like, I don't feel like a woman is going to give me the understanding that I have. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think she's going to see exactly where I'm coming from type stuff sometimes. I don't know. Like,
well, that's not bad because you can pick your therapist before what you want. You know what I mean? That's not a sexist or misogynistic thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Because I want to be fair. I want to be fair and get.
There you go.
Look at me. Fair.
Pussy.
I was just trying to say, bitch, babe. Like,
if I want to be a pussy,
right? But what it is, like, I feel like women, they could relate and give me therapeutic advice just as well as any man could. I wanna give them that credit because it shouldn't have anything to do with that. It's probably just my own inclinations that'll have me going.
Well, I'll tell you from my experience, I had a black woman therapist for a while, and she was phenomenal. Like,
exactly, that's why I was like,
yeah, like she was giving me shit that I still use to this day. You know what I'm saying? And I thank her wholeheartedly for the work she was doing for me. Well, back to the app. Yeah. Me using this past week, it has been helping me out a whole lot. One of the things that it does is like it allows you to check in daily. It gives you these options that like talk about how you feel. Yeah. Journal entry. It gives you daily quotes, self-affirmations, things to be grateful for. It will give you like a few different videos to watch if you want to, on perspectives, on anything, like breathing techniques. Like it's really, really dope. It's super dope. It
sounds dope.
And it offers so much to you, and it allowed me just to start operating and keeping track of even just how I've been feeling. And it gives you like a little graph, like it shows you like certain like little emoji faces, how you've been feeling. Like,
I like it.
It's dope, man. That shit is so dope. And since I've been using it, I feel super light. I'm able just to even get clarity on some things. And one of the things that it was talking about is outsourcing your well-being. And all that means is when you're setting conditions on your well-being to be happy, to be grateful, to be satisfied. You're saying, all right, once I get this, I'll be happier. Once I do this, my life will be better. When in reality, you're setting yourself up in your present to not be happy. You're gonna be miserable. You're not gonna feel grateful. You're not. You know what I mean? You're putting yourself in this box to where you're holding this carrot in front of you until you get it, and then even then when you do get it, what's really gonna change?
Yeah.
And for me, I've done that my whole entire life, putting conditions on my well-being, and that should also make me cry because I was like, man, there's been times where I knew I should have been happy, but I wasn't.
Me, I self-sabotage a lot. Like, and one, when you had mentioned this app too, when I made the differentiation between which one I choose, it's more specifically targeted to the app, being as though, like, I feel like these aren't FaceTime sessions with these people.
Yeah, no, they're just pre-recorded videos.
Precisely. So I feel like they gave her a role that wouldn't fit me. That's where I was going with that. Physical, you can never tell who's who. But like listening to you say that, you was talking about how like the conditions that you set. What conditions did you set on yourself that made it so that, like, unless you caught that carrot, you wouldn't be happy?
This. I was telling myself I'll be way more happier and my life will be so much better once I finally move out and get my own apartment. And at first it was nice, but when the dust settled, it wasn't.
It's just another place to be while you go through the same things in life.
Exactly. When instead the whole entire time I could have just been enjoying my life, doing things that make me happy on a day-to-day basis, living within my means, doing things that are gonna allow me to just, my mom will call it fulfilling your soul, pouring back into you.
Yeah.
And that's something I don't do enough because I'm constantly putting conditions on my well-being. Like, man, like, if I don't got this, then shit really ain't working out.
That's why a lot of times when we did have the conversations about success, I try to keep the mindset of I'm already successful, like because I've successfully moved in my plans, like and I think this happens to us all in our journey. If we're lucky, we learn early, like we have. But like motherfucking aesthetics, man. Like a lot of stuff ain't nothing but the look.
Yeah.
And I saw a meme recently saying something about downgrading for a couple years to put yourself in the right position. Just talking about a lot of people look down on that, and it's a necessary move sometimes.
Yeah. And it's perspective too, because a lot of people won't do it, and a lot of people, I mean me, won't do it because they're concerned about how it looks. You know what I'm saying?
Aesthetics.
And for me, it's like, I like my place, but I also know that I could potentially be doing more if I didn't have so many expenses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's something I was even considering once, I had to go back to my old job. It's just like, man, I do not want to go back home to my parents' house. But if that is something that I have to do, I know I'm going to do it.
Yeah, don't feel no shame in what has to be, what is right for you. Hence why, like, shit, I was living on McDade Boulevard all them years, and then like realized why am I settling for this expensive life? Just so I can have a balcony on the 3rd floor and shit, and so I can have a nice little cul-de-sac to bring the bitches to, so they can feel like, I mean, as soon as I say it, my addy is Chester, a bitch might get the heebie-jeebies. Like, and so, I mean, those were the things I was considering, but the bottom line is that, like, fuck them, man. Like, none of them really care about you anyway if they looking at that. And so, like, reduce the cost of living, and coincidentally, at the time in which that cost of living was reduced, the pay increased.
Yeah.
And so like you just get to, even if your pay didn't increase, you get to do more with the money if you have less of it going out.
Right.
It's just math.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, it's a lesson learned type thing. Like It's not really because what I do like and what I did admire is that like where we start. Mm-hmm. You know, you start from here, it's only up from there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was excited when I seen the move. I didn't give you any discouraging advice of maybe this is expensive or maybe that, because I also trust that I don't know everything, and what is right for me may not be right for the next person. So I don't be knowing what advice is good or bad advice, and I don't want to sound discouraging, and so I just like chalk it up. Yeah. But I'll allow the events to play themselves out, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, and in that way too, discovering, like I said, just knowing that your life is a success. That's a struggle for me. You know what I mean? Because again, for so long I've been putting conditions on when I will feel good about myself. You know, and realizing that. And knowing how often I do it, and I do it very often, like to the point where I'm like, no shit, I'm fucking depressed. Like, no fucking wonder, because my dumb ass. Let me not speak to myself like that. But me, I'm putting these parameters to feel good. It's like, man, you could just start feeling good today. Like, you don't have to wait or just put yourself in the gutter in order to get to a certain point of being happy and successful. Like, that's not how you set your life up. You know what I mean? And once I started doing that and started thinking about it more, I started to contemplate and consider, like, okay, where can I start going from here with this mentality that I'm carrying now? If I'm not going to be putting these conditions on whether or not I'm going to be happy, what can I start doing to actually start being happy? Like, what is actually going to make me happy?
I think I can help with that, because I spent a lot of time in the dark place. I spent a lot of time there. But like,
I live there.
Yeah, I was going to say 330 West. It's not saying my address, but like, motherfucking
Chester Meek.
But yeah, man, motherfucking the gratitude is the first thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I remind myself that I'm surrounded by people who love me, like and that in and of itself is something that money can't buy.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times when it sounds like a very petty thing to do, but your mind can't help but make comparisons to gain understanding, almost like a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
And so in this comparison, a lot of times that's what makes you feel like you're not doing enough or you're less than or something. And so when I'm thinking maybe I'm not the wealthiest person or the this or the that, like I get down to the foundation of things, and like people don't have the minds we have. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like we have healthy minds. Like there are motherfuckers who really just don't think for themselves.
Yeah.
And can't even imagine where to start when it comes to thinking for themselves. There's so much groupthink and just the lives that we were born into. We were blessed to have the families that we do have, and like motherfucking just the love and the support system. So that's the first thing I'll be grateful for is just the people that care about me, because that can't be bought.
Right.
And it all comes with the person you are. Mm. So that's where you get grateful for a second, is because none of this is you. Not, you know what I mean? Not the flat screen, not the, you know what I mean? Yeah. None of this means any, you know what I mean? That doesn't have any bearing on who you are.
Right.
So ultimately, like, just being a great person is another thing to be grateful for. Because you know you're great. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm humble.
Yeah, but you know you a good dude. You know you don't ask, you don't create enemies on purpose. You don't, you know what I mean? Like you just ain't out here doing bullshit. You're a good person, and you treat people right, and like motherfucking. Yeah, you make people like, you know what I mean? You just gotta think about these kind of things and think about the how you affect people.
See, but when I start thinking like that, it don't be about the good shit. Yeah, that's what my mind.
And that's it's easy for me to say.
Yeah,
I said, think about all this good, beautiful shit, nigga. I be the main one. Fuck everybody, everything, everyone,
everything that ever was.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Past, present, future.
Fuck future.
Fuck future. He said, laugh for the
But yeah, you're right. Being grateful and like in that capacity, again, something that I know I struggle with.
But then, damn that too. Also, look at the physical things. Look where you at.
Yeah.
Look what you did.
Yeah. But like I said, it's the self-talk on myself.
Yeah.
And the conditioning.
And that's the thing too. Self-talk. Yeah. It's not like you can stop yourself. You ain't gonna interrupt yourself and be like.
I told you that. Like what you're telling yourself is what you're gonna believe.
Yeah.
And your belief system is gonna dictate your actions. You know, and that's gonna. I'm gonna segue into something else from the.
It's
app.
like hallucinating.
It's crazy. From the app, I learned what builds self-confidence. That was my phone.
Oh, let's see, you son of a bitch. I thought I was going to do this alarm thing again. I said, it's been 5 o'clock.
Is this tomorrow? But the one thing it touched on, to build self-confidence is, and I touched on it earlier, is when your behaviors are matching your subconscious standards.
Yes.
You can't say you're a hardworking person if you're not working hard.
Right.
Because how the dude broke it down was like, naturally we compare ourselves to other people. That's just a biological thing. It's something as humans that we've always done to protect ourselves, right? How do we match up to someone else?
Yeah.
And then we create standards from there based off these comparisons, and where do we fall in line with these certain standards, right? So if you're telling yourself subconsciously one thing but doing another, there's going to create a whole lot of self-doubt and a gap between self-actualization and what you're just not doing, right? So for me, when I realized figured out, brainstorming rather, where's the disconnect between my behaviors and the things that I'm telling myself subconsciously, right? I narrowed it down to one, doing the things that would start to make me be happier in my life, which is doing the things of, writing, photography, and being better in other capacities that, I want to be better in.
Right.
Because there's times where I feel confident, but not because I'm meeting my own standards, but to outwardly appear confident. You know what I mean? And when I feel like everyone would potentially think that I'm confident, then I'm like, yeah, I'm confident. Not because I truly, truly feel confident, but I can just materialize that feeling. But it doesn't necessarily stem from actually being confident in oneself.
Right.
I know
how you feel.
And I even harken back to the times in Door to Door, and I mentioned it before about, Aaron would sit me down all the time and be like, yo, you should be more confident in what you're doing here. You have the biggest team, you train the best, you made this many sales, like why? And I did not have an answer, but it's only because that my self-confidence wasn't there and actually aligning with my subconscious.
Yeah.
So
this is a powerful process of really because there's been a lot of fake it till you make it out there.
Yeah.
And I find I find just like I feel like being real has been totally messed up. The definition of being a real man all of that. It's been messed up because these guys like well, some of them. I can't speak for everybody, but like I'm just looking at our development and how it's taken a lot of introspection, it's taken a lot of honesty with oneself and others, and just like not moving in a false, reality.
Yeah.
And it's a powerful thing to actually have that. That's real strength. Like as far as it's like being naturally strong and getting in the gym and being strong. Right. It's like having confidence and stuff and feigning it. Like when you were just describing what you've been through, it had shed some light on me and how I carry confidence. Like, I get in a crowd or I get in front of people and stuff, and it's easy to look confident.
Yeah.
Like I know how to look the part.
Yeah. It's mad easy.
It's super easy.
Roll your shoulders back.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't say no stupid shit.
Before sales, it's like a chameleon thing. You know how to be cool.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you also know what parts of you not to be in that moment.
Exactly. And that's the detriment, because the true self-confidence is standing in any arena and knowing that you are you.
Precisely.
And that's okay.
Exactly.
Because you can be alone and still be the same person and be the same person in front of people. And for me, that's a disconnect. You know what I mean?
I've been connecting to that part of life lately, like as far as, cause like, I don't know, for example, being at work again, it has opened me up to, cause y'all, listen, I ain't, since July 10th to September 29th, I did not come back. Yeah, real shit. Like, because I didn't want to be in a rat race, and I really enjoy. I seen a meme that explained it to me perfectly. Whereas time is wealth. Mm-hmm. You have how much time you could spend just living life without working is wealth. Yeah. Money is rich.
Yeah.
Time is wealth, and I really wanted to just live in my life, and so that's what I did, and it was the right move for me. But motherfucking coming back into the world, of course I feel refreshed, but it's giving me the same challenges as before, and seeing how I handle them. Mm-hmm. The women, they're like, they don't make it easy because it's not to sound pompous, but admittedly we're attractive looking men, and so the ladies, they will just look you dead in your face and I fuck you, and
that double take.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what you want me to? A lot of times it's been very difficult for me to pass that opportunity up to just move on to the next level, move on to the next part of the process, because it's like sales, right? It's like knowing how a sale looks. Yep. You can see you can see the close before you even get to the person because of how they're acting.
Yo, honestly, before you get to that's like some of the best feeling.
Yes, it is.
When
it's like a sixth sense.
You see how they looking. You hear their voice inflections. You see the words come out their mouth. Mm-hmm. You know their objections.
And they don't even know what you're paying attention to.
Man, and then they say some shit. You just close.
They don't even know.
Behind the back cross.
I'm saying
that shit going crazy.
It's a great feeling, and motherfucking, however, it's a power, and great power comes great responsibility type shit. Mm-hmm. Nigga, my Peter was parked. I had to leave that shit. Now, granted, my Peter was parked.
Oh shit.
It was two occasions where this challenge came about. The one, babe, I like your chain.
You said you
don't want me to tell you what I like about you, bitch. Cause you got your mask on, all I see is ass. But man, so of course, I ended up getting her number. But it was just like when I was talking to her, I realized I was just like, okay, you too shy for me.
Right.
Like I'm gonna tell you exactly what I want. I'm way too. You can't handle that. And she just, I mean, and I don't want to make you uncomfortable, so bet. I left that alone. And when, like, we're at work, right? So I'm standing at the problem solve John. She acting like I'm in her way, tried to push me out the way. I'm solid. Like, bitch couldn't move me. And then, but the next thing that happened, like, she was in front of me, pushing her cart, and then, like, tapped another guy's arm, and I was like, oh, I see.
Yep.
You just like attention because you combs.
Yeah.
And you think niggas like you, but we just want to fuck, and we thought it was going to be easy, but you trying to play with that because you know that we won't be paying you no mind if you don't. If you make it look like you're about to have, I don't know, if you're about to have sex with us. Either way, I just was like, bitch, you just want attention, and you ain't about to get an ego boost off of me. Yes. I'm cool.
Same thing happened to me.
Skirt, get that bitch out the way. Here come another one. A white girl. It was like, man, she was brazen with her, just sitting there. She with old bull, like they doing their conversing thing. It's lunch break. I'm coming to my seat, and she coming to her seat, and then she see me, and she on. I mean, we like dead eyes, like, and I smiled and shit, like, oh damn, this bitch making it easy, like, and so motherfucking, of course, I get her done. But like, but like, luckily I was able to stop this train before it, takes off. Cause like, again, I'm a forward brother.
This nigga said, chugga, chugga,
chugga, chugga, chugga, chugga, choo choo. He said, keep chugging along. I said, nigga.
Said, next thing you know, Charlie read the blizzard. The red plastic explosive.
Fucker. Choo.
Well, he said Charlie read the bread with plastic explosive. And that train cussed that bird and BAM! He said blood snot gushing. He said, Bubba come crawling out the back.
Bubba. I was like, that's me.
Bubba come crawling out the back.
Man,
shit.
Like, shorter than that, man. Another one of the, oh yeah, this one, I was like, oh, this would be a doozy for Cole, because we hate these bitches. This one tried to do me like, basically the boy that she was, like her friend that she was with, because he was salty that, like, me and her is flirting and shit.
Yeah.
But it's just like, pussy, you the one who got friend zone and let yourself end up in a position where, like, she just talking to you.
Right.
Like, now she flirting with other niggas in front of you and you hurting. Right. But nigga, like, you played yourself. Yeah. But, motherfucking, when she tried to be like, I told her like this. I was like, we got to find a better time and place to be flirtatious. Because I'm working and, like, the way I flirt may not be the same way. You know what I mean?
The way I flirt,
I'm fucking. I flirt like this.
I flirt like this.
I was about to say I flirt when you say
but damn, but you cute.
Pretty bitch.
Ass.
But like motherfucking real shit, man. I flirt with
like this.
I skip steps, bitch. And so motherfucking, cause she was on some, well, we're here until 6 o'clock, and I'm just like, nah, like, and so get a number and shit, and like I'm saying if like what's up on lunch break and shit, but then she had mentioned like I can't be flirty, we could just be friends. I was like, oh, then I can't talk to you. And like goddamn, she thought I was playing.
Nah,
like goddamn, I dubbed the bitch.
I'm
like, and she was like, "Damn, why?" And then I was just like,
"I told you why.
I know what I want. And like I can't." And that's the thing too. Like I'm grown.
Here's the best part about that, right? Women will sit up here and all day and say, "Do not waste my time." And here you go, not wasting her time. But what does she want to do? Waste your time, nigga.
I was just like, fuck this bitch.
I just said, yo, we at the lunch break, we can make it shake.
You know what I mean?
I ain't trying to do all that. Bye.
I was like, what's the point of all that? I fucking then. And she was just like, well, you just happen to be looking at me, I looked at you, da da da. I was like, oh, bet, all right. Like, and then I was just like, what did I, like verbatim, I was just telling, she said, Cause I said something like I went back to flirting. I mean, fuck this bitch. Like what you said. Fuck what you heard. I said that ass. But here she goes. She was talking about some goddamn what she said. She said, "Oh yeah." She was like, "Thank you." Da 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 da. Oh yeah, no flirting. Like just friends. Remember? I was like. I said I ain't gonna talk. I said I'm gonna just stop talking to you. Yeah. And she was just like, well, for real, why? And I was just like, cause I know what I want. Like, the fuck.
And plus, women thrive off attention. That men give them, and hence why, like, for a woman, she's satisfied with even putting men in the friend zone because she's still getting what she wants.
Exactly, and that's how I look at her.
Us as men, we get
nothing out of being friends with a bitch.
And I had this conversation recently. You know, someone would say how it's kind of it looks a certain way how I don't want to be friends with women, but I'm just like it's not that I don't want to, but the value that I get from women does not come from me being friends with them. Right. Like I ain't met a woman yet. I'm not saying women aren't valuable and that they can't play a necessary role in another man's life that's not, romantic. Yeah. But for me and how I've been setting my life up, a woman who's my friend is not going to work out for me.
That's not real.
Because a lot of the times the woman who I'm interested in, I'm usually attracted to. So I'm not going to be comfortable being your friend and trying to
a nigga like me, like it's doubly difficult because I ain't got no pics. So I don't give a fuck. Like I really don't give a fuck if you hot or not. Like you got a vagina. I'm gonna want to have sex with you.
And like hot or not, I got a cut.
Yeah, like it's the bottom. That's the bottom line. Real shit though. Like motherfucking Stone Cold AT about to be. But like motherfucking. Real shit. I can't see myself. I mean, if we friends, we better be like the friends that fucking laugh. Like, bitch, I'm sorry. Like, and that's gonna be the realest thing you ever gonna hear from a lot of dudes. Like, motherfucking, I just get tired of the dudes that pander. Like the dudes that act like they something that they.
And like I said, it's okay to have female friends if you're a guy. You know what I mean? But a lot of guys get it fucked up because they'll be a woman's friend knowing that they like her. Mm-hmm. That's something that I just choose not to do. Because again, the women who
you played yourself.
The women who I find attractive, if I'm finding you attractive, I do not want to be your friend. Yeah. I just don't, because that's putting me in a situation where I'm gonna end up like homeboy. Now I'm over here feeling away because you flirting with other niggas. Like,
right in front of me.
And not flirting with me. Now I'm your brother. It's like no. But in other environments,
and then the nigga, me being nigga, I looked at him with much lack of respect.
Yeah, like because in my mind, if I am gonna be friends with a woman, I just can't find you attractive. Mm-hmm. Personally, I cannot find you attractive, and because that's gonna save me the emotional feelings of like trying to get with you. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because then
losing out on you.
Yeah, it's just like I don't really want you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and with that too, like motherfucking, you get to see a bitch really like. You'll learn a bitch. Like she'll show you who she is when she just friends with you. Will you really like her after that?
Shit. You find out she done fuck like 100 niggas.
She a smut.
She got a gay. She got trained. All type of shit.
Yeah, man.
And not saying there's nothing wrong with women having a lot of bodies, but
no.
If I'm attracted to you, I'm gonna be.
I was about to say I'm gonna keep it a whole being. Like you suffering scrutiny if you want to be in my life. So like I'll fuck a bitch that had 1 million bodies. I don't care about that. But if you want to be in my life,
yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. You gotta match up to this these what is it called? There's scrutiny because there's a list of things. Yeah.
Parameters?
Yeah.
Standards,
there you go. You gotta match up to these motherfucking standards, bitch. Like, I mean, you can't be, I can't, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care about how anybody else looks at that shit. If your past can be a past and you can get, but me, I know that if I'm involved with a woman and I'm dealing with her and she has a past, then I need to know whether it was that kind of past in which I'm going to be like, all right, like this is who I'm dealing with. Like, love don't trump all for me. Like, cause then motherfucking.
That's what I was saying earlier about marriage.
Yeah.
You were telling me it's the one thing.
I'm saying I found out you got trained and shit. Like, I'm the nigga who was training bitches. So like, to know that was you, I'm like, fuck you. Yeah. Like you, and you may have changed. You may have loved me.
And that's when you know women get defensive because you know they feel like they can't have these sexual experiences without being looked at differently and being judged. Yeah. But that isn't to say that there aren't men out there who are okay with that.
There's a nigga out there that's fine with training you while y'all married.
And you know what we call him?
A cook.
Yes. A goddamn cook. And that is okay, but like I don't want to be persecuted either for wanting a certain type of woman. Because a lot of women, it's acceptable for women to have standards and to put parameters on men for the kind of man that they want. Mm-hmm. But we as men can't do that to women. We have to accept them for all their isms and schisms.
My man got to be at least 6 feet or taller. My man got to do this.
200
make
grand a year.
But I can't say my bitch can't be a smut.
Right.
Fuck that bitch.
Yo, for real though, like, and I'm going to be straight up. Like, I'm not saying you have to be a virgin, but if I find out you fucked the whole team,
you can't have more bodies than me.
The school, the city, the town. If your name is ringing in the streets like that, if we go out and niggas giving you the long hug, you can have her, my nigga. You can have her, keep her.
Damn that.
I don't even know, just keep her because to me, y'all like, there's no security in that for me.
Yeah.
There's no. I don't care if you, even if you tell me that. You know, you're the most secure, you're dumb. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You did it. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Go find another nigga who with that shit.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be me.
Real shit.
Not me.
And that's the bottom line.
That's what they would have
That's what I'm saying. I was like, oh, yo.
And that's the bottom line.
Motherfucker. Real shit.
Stone cold.
I was passionate about that one. But these are conversations I had to have with old girl. Like, I mean, is this you? And motherfucking, but clearly she passed those standards tests. Because if not, bitch, toodaloo. Yeah. I ain't like I'm not about to try to reconstruct the way I feel just because like somebody thinks that I'm wrong about it.
Right.
Nah, bitch.
In those scenarios. Like I said, you know, if you're a woman who is, you know, sexually liberated and free, by all means, right? I support women's rights.
Yeah, I fucked a lot of y'all.
I support women's rights. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? But at the same time, you could do whatever you want to and choose to live your life however you want to. I'm going to choose to pick a certain type of woman. You know what I mean? And a woman who I choose to have in my life are going to reflect the things that I want, and that's what I get. Yeah, and that's what I want, and I can live with that. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Don't try to throw the logic at me that what if she's the one?
You know what I said?
There's many great ones.
I had to tell my little cousins that today.
Shit, I'm gonna meet the two.
They were like, do you know if they the one? I'm like. Let me tell you something. I was like, there's
a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5.
Look, if you ain't first, you're last. Like shit.
Start just saying all the number shit. P5, 4, 4.
One fish, red fish, one fish, two fish. You bitch.
Nutty shit. Yeah, man, that's how I feel.
But I wanted to, like right before you came, I was on Instagram and I had saw like this little the reel, and it was voice crack. It was a voice crack.
Just now?
It was a voiceover.
He said, "Get your phone."
It was a voiceover, and it was like, you know, the saying goes, you know, jack of all trades, master of none. But there's more to the saying. It's jack of all trades, master of none, though often better than a master of one. Nigga.
We found a loophole. because I was tired of trying to do one thing.
Yeah. I was reading the article. So first, I actually looked it up to see if it actually was the length of the quote, and it actually is.
Yeah, they cut that part out all the time.
Right, and so like Forbes
you changed the game with that.
Listen, Forbes published an article talking about this specifically, and how pretty much people shorten it as a word, just a phrase to insult people, scrutinize people who don't have a path in things.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Bitch did that.
So I took a few passages from it. I just want to read it all because me as somebody, who's interested in a lot of things, you can relate to this. You're interested in a lot of things, but the world is telling you to pick one.
Right.
And you feel like you're just scattered and all over the place. You don't know which way to go. But in reality, all these things are actually working for you, right? So this is what it says. The phrase was originally used to describe a playwright who was always hanging around the theaters. He would help the stage, the set, and the costumes. He would remember lines and try directing. Already, I'm like, nigga, that's mafia, right?
So you was already invested in this.
Yeah, I was like, nigga, that's me. You know what I mean?
Do this.
I've been doing that, but that's a valuable person to have on a set who can understand all these different parts and play a role and even direct.
Right.
Know lines, know the state. That's a valuable asset, right? Boom. Picking an area, learning it inside and out is one way to begin a specialist career, but trying a lot of things can lead to self-discovery, to working out who you are and where your skills lie. A therapist and a business owner, Susanna Clark, says that when she started out, she was a jack of all trades. The benefits were you understand your strengths and your weaknesses very quickly. You learn about time management and boundaries. Knowledge across many areas can combine to create well-rounded experts. And someone else quoted, monotony is torture.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
And for me, looking at that, I was like, it makes so much sense.
And there's evidence out there that proves that this was the case before somebody fucked it up. Look at the streams of income advice that wealthy people try to give. Yeah. How the fuck are you supposed to have a bunch of different streams of income and they all doing the same thing?
Right. and I like because it put in the words for me that I didn't have, which is when you're well versed in a few different things, you're able to combine this knowledge to better form solutions for things, right? So if you're someone who's in our lane, right, where you're interested in filmmaking, music, podcasting, photography, fucking writing, technically all those things don't have many degrees of separation. And they can all coincide. Mm-hmm. And what you take from one, you can put into the other.
And like they said, you'll notice where your weak areas are, where your strong suits are, and you'll be able to work on that. And you'll find that out much more quickly than one who tries one thing at a time.
Exactly.
Yo, Bree, and I gotta bring that up to her because motherfucking, I mentioned to her that I said something about that quote, the jack of all. I didn't want to be that jack of all trades, master of none, because I felt like I was going nowhere with all the stuff that I like to do.
Yep.
And she was just like, I don't believe in that. And I took that into account and I tried to move forward with that, but it was just so subconsciously built there.
Listen, I'm Gemini, nigga. That's all I've been hearing. Every time I look up Gemini, what's the first line?
Trades.
Nigga, master this gun. I'm about to shoot these niggas, man. I hate that shit.
Said, I'm about to jack you up.
I'm about to jack your trade, nigga. I'm gonna jack you up, make a trade. I'll never forget that one time, man. This bitch. Man, I was dating, one of my exes, from Jersey.
He said, this. Oh, I know. Man, I know what you're talking about.
I went over there. I was over her grandmother's house, and I was telling her grandma, my birthday and everything. And I was like, I'm a Gemini. And so she was like, you know what they say about Geminis? Jack of all trades, master of none. I looked at this bitch.
What do you want me to say to you after that, bitch?
I'm like, I'm gonna get a hot dog. I was mad as hell, boy.
He said, you know what? I'm gonna fuck your granddaughter.
Did.
He said, I'm gonna get my dick sucked right behind in the back of the car.
I'd be like, I'm master of the cum.
He said, man.
I'm a jackass. Master.
He said I'm a jackass.
But yo, like that shit, it gave me so much solace.
He said I'm a jack of all ways. Master of buns. He said, did you say master of cum? Did I hear that shit? I tried to rhyme it myself and I said, wait, I heard that somewhere.
He said,
I looked up, you
nigga
said,
spit.
makes sense.
You felt it? But I found so much solace just reading that shit, man, because, listen.
Real shit, though.
You just get so discouraged when people are telling you, just pick something, or, you know, you just end up subconsciously feeling directionless.
And then you dig yourself in a hole with the one thing you picked.
Yes.
Well, you could have been a millionaire.
Because you're right, because I'm just over here, like, it's days where I'm like, man, like, I don't feel, I'm telling myself I have to focus on photography.
Yeah.
But it's like my work schedule, the shit I'm trying to do, I can't always fit that in. And my life isn't set up to the point where now I can start doing that shit frequently. But I have other avenues I could be pursuing too.
Right.
I don't, my cutoff isn't photography. That's not the end all be all. That's not the only thing I'm good at.
Yeah, Childish Gambino gave you that inspiration as a youngin'. Like, motherfucking, it showed that you could, you could be multifaceted. Yep. You could display all your art. And that's kind of how I wanted to do. Like, motherfucking, just, I'm not stuck in a lane. Mm-hmm. Like, we are kaleidoscopes of expression. Like, I want to show so many different ways of how to be creative.
Right.
And, shit, man. But until then, like, it's about to get a little more hectic for me. I'm going back to school for a little bit for the electrician.
Hey.
John. Yeah. Like, goddamn. I was sitting there like...
They can fix my house.
I just needed to pick up something. And I know I like fixing stuff and breaking down problems and understanding how things work.
That's what you like to do.
Yeah, I do that. But like,
if only you were a fucking technician back in the day, you could fix your damn laptop.
You ain't shit. I knew where he was going with it. He said, "Oh, you're a tech." Listen, man, you improving. Man, I felt like I needed to pick up a trade or something, and I know psychology. Shit, I love to motherfucking be a psychologist or somebody's therapist and really just break down their issues in life, but that takes 8 years.
Yeah.
I don't have that time right now. So, like...
I mean, hey, if not right now, then you could... Listen, we in our 20s.
Yeah.
You could start doing that shit in your 40s if you really wanted to.
Exactly. That's what I mean. I don't have the 8 years to focus on that grind right now, but I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
And I'll be smarter when I do.
Yeah.
But until then, like, I needed something that was a lot quicker for me. Because I just wanted the results of... feeling like I have more that I can offer the marketplace.
Yeah.
And that's a trade in which I could take anywhere. Yeah. And I don't want to feel stuck. So, yeah.
That's dope. Did you want to get into anything?
Matter of fact,
I had a few more times, but it's like, regular shit.
My man.
I'm living two different lives.
As you can see, I watched the locks out, but they didn't even see the lock, so that's okay. Y'all don't know.
My nigga was locking it down.
Yeah, but that shit looked... It was looking like... you know the shit on the inside of your pillow? Oh, don't call me. He said, nigga, cotton, nigga. It was just looking like a bunch of bullshit, man. The locks didn't stay locked. Like, and my sister was telling me to keep it in because it was still parted and stuff, and that was the most important thing, like, just to get it retwisted after. But I don't, I ain't patient. And then I looked to the future and saw all the maintenance that I have to do to keep up with it. I watched that joint right out.
Hey, look, you can always come to the dark side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I look like I'm at the darkest side of life.
I was looking at my old pictures when I had hair. I was like, man, I do not miss that shit. It may look cool, but
I love it. It's easy for me to, cause see, what is it? when I get my hair cut, man, my head just looks small. I don't like it.
Well, see, I got a big ass head. So
yeah, see, over here, I look like a light bulb.
Be fucking.
Yeah, motherfucking. My shit.
Like a light bulb. Nigga like a number 2 pencil.
Look like a bright idea.
You like the lampshade?
Nigga, fuck you. I said, wait a minute.
He said, I'm getting joked.
I said, wait a minute. This is about me now. Say, it's all on me now. As you can see now, I'm gonna be. He said, I'm gonna get this funny and I will not be denied. Been shitting on you fucks a long time. I gotta pee now. That's my shit too. I was about to do the whole verse.
I can feel it. I was waiting for it.
I said, where your seat at? Where your table? Where your lobster? Where your sea bass?
We ain't never left. He started going crazy.
Like we wet.
Oh man, I'll never forget. I showed you that song, man. You was hype as fuck.
I couldn't believe, motherfucking, because all the features on there are great.
Yeah,
but his part is what took me.
Yeah, it started off strong.
Oh, it's all on me now. I was like,
He said, it's on me.
That's me.
I was thinking about that one
Narcissist.
video. That one video we made in my room where we was like dancing or whatever, and I was on the bed and you was like, I was like, I knew it.
You knew it.
The way your ass was slinging over there.
I thought it was slick. I really thought it was slick. I said, because I sat there, I stopped, I thought about it, I said, go and dance a little. It's funny, because in the video, you could see you dancing cautious. I
was in the corner, I said,
start dancing cautiously.
I said, oh, I see this shit coming a mile away, boy. You gotta whip my ass.
Dance steps was stepping away.
Yo,
I'm geeking.
My body senses, nigga, we grew up with brothers, nigga.
So you know when it was about to say.
My senses, I said, uh-oh.
He said, this nigga coming. I said, he said, I knew it. This nigga crazy.
I couldn't do shit about it.
Oh, man.
It paused. It was a quick 3 seconds of silence. You trying to get me on the bed, and then it finally was like.
I said, wait, clear that up. That sound all weird. He said, you were trying to get me on the bed, and I said, I wasn't trying to do that. I ain't Kareem and Bruce Lee over here. Trying to put my dick on your back.
Get that backbone.
He said, feel that backbone.
Oh, shit.
He said, oh, shit. Literally?
Man, I wanted to
me imagining you punching that bitch in the back of her head.
I wanted to so bad, man.
That's hilarious.
That shit slid out.
Yo, speaking of which, I can commend us for
peanut butter.
I was just about to commend us for being the kind of guys like motherfucking. I don't see us putting our hands on women. Yeah, like motherfucking. I know we joke a lot, but like
it's funny. it's pretty funny.
It's funny. But you know, I know in reality, like, I mean, the only time I can even remember hitting a woman is when Lonnie smacked me again.
I don't count. That's your sister.
And then I still got in trouble.
Yeah, I mean,
because she hit me first. But don't hit women type shit. But like, motherfucking, I only brought that up because I remembered I was in like 4th grade, and I remember the bull Tyree. I'll never forget. Tyree, I just was like baffled at seeing a dude fight a girl like she was a dude. Man. Like it was weird. And he fought like the girl. So like just the swinging of their hands and shit. It wasn't like it wasn't no hook, it wasn't no form. Now we're young and elementary, but like, you know, if it was not a good look. And since then, I knew it was permanent in my mind at that point that I was never going, like, I mean, I look stupid, I'm fighting a girl.
That's around that time for me, around that, I would think it was 6th grade for me. I was that kid. I forget how the incident even started.
Why did I think about that?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the story, right? So I was 6th grade. It was like social studies. I forget. It was this girl Stephanie. I remember what we got mad about over, but I remember her just like punching me like real fucking hard in the arm, right? Mind you, that shit fucking hurt. Like I don't know who taught this bitch how to fight, but she swung the shit out of me. And so when she had got up, she was trying to walk away. I started wailing on her fucking back, like boom, 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 right? And so I'm walking away, Max. I'm just like, and out of nowhere, I felt the hand of God come on my back. I go flying across the room. She pushed the shit out of me. I'm like,
this girl's strong.
Out of frame. I hit the table like this. I'm like, oh, now I look stupid. Oh, bitch. I started going ham on her back again. This time, like, I didn't even remember what I was doing. I was just enraged, right? Eventually, the teacher saw us, and she saw me at that point. She see her push me and everything, right? Or hit me first. Yeah. So I get in trouble and shit like that. I get it right up.
Luckily, it was just that, though.
Man, it got worse after that shit. This girl, she was like crying. Like I didn't know how bad I hurt her. Like I was wailing on her back, like just straight on that shit.
Well, on the other hand, too, like the old girl I'm dealing with, she come from a cloth of, like, she got a lot of brothers.
Yeah.
She come from a cloth of don't hit no dude and expect not to get hit back.
Yeah.
Like, and like, it's a cloth I can respect, but by the same token, like, just the way I was raised, you know, you're a real man if you don't hit no woman type thing.
Yeah, because it's unfair. But what I don't like is women.
Yeah, but they're taking advantage.
And because to me, like I said, we're not gonna be the ones to teach you that lesson.
Right.
But I am praying for the day a man will, if you keep doing that. That's honestly, like, if a woman feels comfortable enough to put her hands on a man.
Right.
It may not be the first one. It may not be the 5th one. But that 6th one gonna let you know.
It's funny we hit that topic too, cause like when I was riding with Shorty, who was in the car, she see a punch buggy. She knows that she can say punch buggy, but don't hit me. Like because, and it sounds petty, cause like she's like, you know, their family might play different and stuff, but like not just my family. It's not just the family that has instilled this in me, but like me personally, I don't let people think they can play with me like that.
Yeah.
Like the moment it's just like kids. The moment you let a kid think it's okay to kick and stuff, they're going to kick and stuff when it's not appropriate, and then you're gonna have to fuck them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or unlearn them that lesson. So instead of like letting you think it's okay, I never let people think it's okay to play with me like that.
Right.
And so she might think I'm like too serious, but it's just like, nah, like there's a method to all my madness.
Yeah, nah, like that's important, because I'm definitely not the one to
Yeah.
just when I was even working at the hospital, like the one little fat little bitch who liked me, but I hate when girls like you and
flirt with you in that wrong way.
And then want to start like putting their hands on you. I don't like that shit.
Don't play with me. That was the straw that broke the camel's back with the bitch that was trying to push me out the way of the problem solved.
Like if you gonna touch me, bitch, touch me somewhere.
Yeah,
else.
Touch my dick.
Don't
and stroke it.
Don't aggressively touch me. You know what I mean? So
and don't aggressively touch my dick.
They'll be really fighting.
Yeah.
But it's like,
I said, bitches, you biting?
I'm Mike Tyson.
Eat this knuckle sandwich. I mean, like, goddamn.
But this girl, she kept pushing the back of my head. First time I was like, don't do that. And she's like, oh, what? Stop being so serious. I was like, yeah, but don't do that. Bitch did it again. I was like, did I say? I literally, you know, I don't snap that often.
Yeah.
But in that instance, I just felt it. Because I was like, yo, bitch, like, I don't even like you.
Yeah. Stop playing with me,
fucking touch me.
bitch.
I was like, don't fucking. She's like, okay, fine.
You ain't even cute enough to touch me like that.
Man, I was like, I told my dad, I was like, yo, you better get her. Because she don't. Like, man, listen, that shit got me tight. I don't like that shit. Don't touch me.
I ain't mad at that. Yeah, just had to, you know, one of those things that had to be known.
Yeah. Fuck around.
We gonna fuck around. We gonna fuck. What song was that?
I have no idea.
Oh, I thought you would put me on to it. No, we gonna fuck around. Ain't that Drake?
I don't think so.
We gonna fuck around. We gonna fuck around. I remember.
I feel like it might be Trey or something. I don't know.
It was somebody's words.
Yeah.
Not important. I don't want to go over my topics and overlap the ones that you did say you wanted to hit.
Well, it's not crazy. And I feel like we always go through mine real quick, and then we
Okay.
get to yours, and then, like, you know, it's never really, like, fully delved into. Unless, like, we already kind of glossed over it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, this one was totally left field, but, like, it was almost like a advice portion because I peeped that, shit, overdraft is just another line of credit.
What? Wait, what?
All right, so okay, I got a Franklin Mint account, and then I got my credit cards and whatnot. And this one Franklin Mint account that I had, like, I had totally forgotten that I cleared out the cash reserves and stuff. And so once the automatic charges started hitting, I went into overdraft. But I have like $1,200 or $2,000 like overdraft limit. So that's basically like having a line of credit. And since I have money coming that I can put into that account, like it'll take me out of overdraft. It'll basically be money owed, but like it's like having another line of credit. And like for example, my credit card, I could pay a credit card bill, go into overdraft, and while it seemingly appears I have no money, I have this line of credit that's paid, and the credit score goes up, and I mean I still have. It's just I realized, in listening to what is his name? He does the 10x stuff. White guy.
Grant Cardone.
Grant, yeah. I was he talks a lot about taking advantage of debt. And there being good debt and bad debt. And that's just what I was paying attention to. So in the coming months, like in the future, like I'm about to start taking advantage of credit, my good credit a lot, as far as like just making sure the score keeps going up, and looking at this overdraft thing as like not a bad or a big deal, because it's not affecting my credit when it's in a negative.
But how does that make it a line of credit for being overdrafted?
Here, I'll show you. Like
that's what's confusing me.
I got you. A motherfucking.
They can't wreck my brain right now.
It's not a real line of credit. I'm just comparing it to such a thing because a line of credit is money that you don't have.
But you can use a credit card. You can't.
Right.
You can't use your overdraft fees.
I damn sure can. That's how I paid my credit card bill. I'm gonna show you though.
With the money that you don't have.
Exactly. I used money that I don't have to pay a bill that I do have. It's crazy, but yeah. But like motherfucking, it's not. And I only say it's not terrible. It's not like.
But technically though, like if you don't have money in the bank and they still transfer that payment, I don't think it technically still processes if you don't have money in the bank.
It does. Here, I got you. I'll show you. Motherfucking yeah. This is the account I was talking about. Negative. But because I use that to pay like these credit card bills or this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like motherfucking I until it gets to that $1,200 or $2,000 point, it's like a line of credit. I could really still pull from that to get stuff done. And knowing that I have more money than that coming back into that account, I'm not worried about it being in the negative. It's only going to be this minus that.
Right.
You know? So I just say that because in a crunch time type moment and you think you don't have enough to do something, you can still get it done.
You'll just still be overdrafted.
Yeah. You can just know, like, whenever I do that, I know that there's money coming back. Mm-hmm. So I know what I'm subtracting from what I'll be getting.
Okay. I see what you mean now. All right. Yeah, when bringing it down like that, that makes sense. Yeah. I was getting confused. I was like...
He said, how the fuck? That's bullshit.
But not even that. I was just trying to get the math. I was like, line of credit, overdraft. That don't even make... How those two combine?
Yeah, I was just comparing it to a line of credit because it's money that I don't have.
Yeah,
but it's just a matter of even still being able to utilize that.
Yeah, like, I see what you mean.
I peep.
I see what you mean. Yeah,
it's a nice little tidbit.
Well, speaking of,
but you don't want to be an overdraft. Yeah, to begin with. Yeah. Like, you don't want to be an overdraft.
I started getting full panic attacks when I go into overdraft.
Yeah,
I hate that shit.
And I did too, but that's the reason I brought it up. I was just peeping that. All right, it's set up a certain way. Overdraft doesn't have to be a scary place. As scary a place as I thought.
Well, I want to transition into music, right?
What's that?
So Wayne dropped a collab project.
I heard with
Richthekid.
You don't look happy about it.
you know, one, I wasn't expecting it, right? It was. I was pleasantly surprised. Twitter was highly upset.
You wanted it to be Tory?
I didn't want to be Richthekid.
You would have preferred it. You would have been okay with it being Tory.
It's a few people.
I see Richthekid and Tory being in the same lane.
I don't even want that. Because Tory's way better than Richthekid.
What? Them two doing a collab? Tory and Richthekid?
And their songs together are hard, but they're not my favorite of Tory with Richthekid. It's like, ew, fuck.
You know, I ain't gonna hold you. Like being outside of the gym and like say I was at work or something, and you know, like we had playing music or something. So like, I admit to hearing Tory in my head. About to go stupid again. I was like, yo.
That nigga be going crazy.
That nigga shit is lit.
He's like, this nigga spitting.
Like, it just get me out. Try something like you and again. I don't know what he said, but I was just like, yo.
That's my dog, man.
Whereabouts? Hey, never go. I was like, yo. Like, it's not even that, like, you know, it's not like you barring them down.
Yeah. It just feels
like,
good.
Yeah, it feels good. And I was just like, all right, now this takes me back to when, because I didn't fuck with Tory's music before. And we're going to go back to Wayne's.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I didn't fuck with Tory's music before the whole Meg shit hit. And that was just a thing on auto-tune and stuff, like a old head thing of mine. I remember, like, shit, there was a one song suggestion you was trying to put on, and then this is Tory?
Oh, yeah, man.
Not a fucker.
Nigga, man.
I didn't fuck with him at all. Nah, I heard that shit. And, like, I still haven't had no Tory to my phone. But
soon come.
I noticed the absence. I noticed the absence. About to go stupid again.
Listen, it's just take one song. You listen, I've been on that nigga for a minute.
Yeah, and
that's been my
and that's
dog.
the kudos that I wanted to throw you to. Like motherfucking anybody that a lot of the motherfuckers that did blow had their careers before Chance the Rapper was Chance the Rapper. He was in your library.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and now I mean, of course, nobody like. Really is on his top now. Yeah. But
and neither am I.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I was playing Acid Rap the other day.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I would play by Chance the Rapper. Other than the song you featured with SZA.
Surf was hard. I was playing that shit.
Surf, okay, never mind. I'm wrong. Surf is a classic.
Surf is a fucking classic.
Yeah, I love that.
And then
I was just playing Just Wait the other day.
And then Coloring Book was hard too. But then after that, it's a cutoff for me.
My face when you say Coloring Book, I said I'd rather get a real coloring book.
In color.
I listen to a coloring book. before that damn album.
But that shit was really good though.
I know. I'm criticizing something I never heard. It's just fun to make fun of.
Yeah, it is. It is really funny. But Richthekid and Wayne, it wasn't seeing it, and I told myself not to go into it with any expectation, and I was pleasantly surprised, like especially from Wayne, because it's like Wayne has really been going crazy. I feel like he's back in that prime where he's just on everybody's shit. Yeah. And it's just such like a little treat to hear this nigga. And it's like, man, my nigga is so inspired. And you can hear like his flows, he's hitting the move, the maneuvering. Excited about it. Yeah, like he just going crazy. And I feel like sure we might not have wanted him to do a project with Richthekid, but I feel like because I really didn't care for that collaboration, but Rich did add that little extra sauce to what Wayne has already prepared for like a really good dish. Honestly, you know what I'm saying?
I fucks with Richthekid.
Okay.
Not like by himself, but like I like his movement. I respect his movement. He a boss.
Yeah.
And like there's a track with him and Amigos that I heard like, but I was just like. People, it's like he's another one of the people in the industry that's fun to make fun of him and stuff.
Yeah.
But he really be doing his thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not knocking that. I'm just talking about the music. Like the music just isn't always for me. Like I obviously fuck with New Freezer with him and Kendrick. Right. I like when he's with Tory. Like when he's with Wayne. Like
but that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like him and Wayne together. While it wasn't like you said, pleasantly surprised because like. I feel like Richthekid knows that he plays a role of just adding a certain element to things, and he's not the element.
Yeah, like I say, he's a good garnish.
Yeah, there you go.
Wayne is an entree. Richthekid is a really good garnish. You know
that makes perfect sense.
Because Wayne is the highlight on anything for me. Yeah, because it's Wayne, and that I was saying that nigga was better than Hov as a kid. You know what I mean? Like
me too.
That's
me too.
Greatest rapper alive to this day. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
I was the main one talking about some man like I get because my brother was the big Hov guy, and I'm like. I used to hear Jay-Z rap and not even understand or fathom how people could think he was better than Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Because it was just like the wordplay ain't as crazy. Yeah. This ain't there. That ain't there. Now as I got older, like it
resonated.
It resonated more, and I understood what he was saying, and right. I mean, like it became more like it felt more adult.
Right.
Like you were speaking to an adult, and then you were speaking to somebody who's really good at rapping.
Yeah.
And there was the difference there.
Right. And if I'm still picking Wayne over Hov every day of the week. I can't. Every day. Just me personally because...
Oh, yeah, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, that...
Because it's not like you're saying somebody's shitty.
Oh, yeah, no. Hov is Hov. Like, yeah. But me and my personal take is just like, I have such a connection with Wayne and like how he's made me feel over the years. Like I don't really have that with Hov. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that doesn't take away from how great he is. Yeah. Obviously, but if I had to pick someone's catalog to listen to for the rest of my life, it'd be Wayne.
I ain't mad at that.
It'd be Wayne.
Between the two of them?
Yeah, between the two of them, it'd be Wayne. Like sure, like Hov is critically acclaimed, all that yada yada.
No, I ain't mad at that. Because
that nigga, man.
That's another thing of like not thinking with group think and stuff. Because like
I get happy when I hear Wayne. Yeah, legitimately, a smile comes on my face when I hear this man. When I see him, like just knowing like he's still here. Like man,
I think we talked about that. Like the famous people that it would make us sad.
Yeah, like I have such a passion for that man. Dog. Yeah, like he's great.
Nah, I ain't mad at that.
And back to the project, like a lot of people were like. Like you gonna give us a collab with Richthekid before you give us a collab with Drake? Wayne, you ain't shit. I was like, yeah, I would have loved to see that first. I would have loved to see, even though in total you could potentially make a little project of all their collaborations,
right?
But it ain't the same when you really lock in like a Drake in the Future did, like a Kanye and a Hov did, you know.
Yeah, however, I could kind of see like the personal reasons, like, because I thought about that immediately when I was like, when I heard the news that they had this project out. I was just like, I could see how people could think, okay, is he just like not worthy to Drake or something? Like, is Drake just not like fucking with him or dot dot dot? But I think Wayne groomed Drake, so he knows like when it's appropriate and when it's not appropriate to collab. I think timing is a bigger part of the music industry than we know. And, you know, Drake needs this time he just dropped an album not too long ago. Drake needs this time to be Drake.
Yeah.
And, you know, putting the two monsters together, you know, it changes the trajectory of the year and your focus and this and that. And, you know, there's a lot of factors that come into play, I think.
Yeah, for sure. All those things do matter. But one quote Wayne said that stuck out to me is that he said along the lines that he thinks that Drake is like a better rapper than him, but Drake makes him want to rap better. When I hear that, I'm just like, sure, this thing over here is good. But when I hear something like BB King freestyle,
yeah, I was about to say,
or Ransom, or Believe Me, like
Drake, LilWayne,
he's able to tap into that to that thing where Wayne just gets to like just being Wayne, and that's what I want to be more in with.
The same way that LilWayne said that about Drake is the same way Drake tried to say that about J. Cole. You feel me? You feel where I'm going with that?
Keep going.
Like, I feel like Wayne knows he can rap better than Drake. Drake is Wayne's protege, and he would not tear down his confidence. So he's not going to come out and say, I know I'm better than him. He would big his mans up because he's a good dude. But I think that's why he left the room in the end to say he makes me want to rap better. Because we can clearly hear when they're on a track together who's better. And it's not Drake. Sorry.
I mean, I think
Drake's great.
I still think when they first came out together, I feel like Wayne was still like levels ahead of Drake. Yeah. Since that time, I'm gonna use the BB
Drake's King. Improved tremendously.
I'm gonna use the BB King freestyle, for example, the one I was on, Dedication 5 or whichever one. Drake is really able to hold his own with Wayne in these instances. Now, of course, you know, like we said, we still think Wayne is the best, but I wouldn't be mad at someone saying that Drake is a potentially better rapper than Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad at that take.
While I don't...
when they're rapping together.
While I wouldn't be mad at it, I couldn't agree with it personally, just because, like, what is it? Drake... He has gotten so much better. He's improved his style because a lot of that confidence is here now. A lot of the source material is different. And with that, like, of course, when you're living like your boss lives, now y'all can talk the same shit. Yeah. So it sounds, you know what I mean, on par. But, like, then you got to measure the skill. And, like, Wayne just bar for bar... Like, that man is alien.
Yeah, for real. And he goes crazy every time.
Yeah, like Drake is spitting, but Wayne is just an alien.
Yeah, when Wayne but that's the beauty of it, because like we can like them for so totally different reasons. Yeah, yeah. Like when I'm hearing Drake, like what he's saying is like resonating with like who I am as a character, as a person. But when I hear Wayne
is taking you out of this world,
I'm just like,
here's your here's for Ferraris, nigga. One for me, one for my daughter, nigga. Waiting for someone to test me like a holler, nigga. I told her 223, 2 Michael Jones, nigga. He had one line where he was just like, in the Dreams and Nightmares remix where he was like, riding around with the volume down, with the windows up and the choppers down. Soon as we get to your block, it's the motherfucking other way around. I was like, this nigga goes crazy
every time.
I love it. So like, yeah, like that joy you talk about feeling away. Come on, that shit. I'm feeling happy now. But like, baby. This nigga crazy. This nigga Wayne crazy.
Speaking of other dread-headed niggas, so Wale coming out with a project for Lauren too.
Oh yeah.
He put out 3 of the singles. One that was already out with Chris Brown. That was kind of mid. It was a Chris Brown. Okay.
And I heard a recent joint with Chris Brown on it. And I don't walk back my take.
About what?
Chris Brown versus Trey.
You saying you don't walk back it?
I don't walk it back.
Hold that, because let me get to that. Mm-hmm. But so that was one of the choices. But the 2 other ones, right? First he hyped it up because he got Cole on there and everything like that. But it wasn't. Again, when I'm seeing these like my favorites, I really try to hold expectation, right?
Right.
And I noticed how other people started to critique things because they're expecting something differently out of these artists. So when these people are expecting Cole and Wale to be going bar crazy, lyrical, this and everything, song wasn't that at all. It was a fun song. They sampled Vibrant Thing.
It does that Poke It Out.
Yeah. And that shit go hard, yo. That shit is really good.
Man, when I heard, like, it sounded like they did it with, like, Apple Lossless or whatever this new audio thing
It sounded amazing.
But yeah, when you hear the whispers and everything in the distance.
But here's the thing. That's not even the best song. The song that he had on there called Down South with Yellow Breezy and Maxo Cream. Shit goes stupid.
I've been fucking with Maxo Cream.
Maxo Cream is my nigga, yo. Yeah. I love that nigga, man. But Yellow Breezy, his verse on there, I can't wait to show you that shit. That shit goes so hard, man. And of course, for Lauren, that was the original mixtape or whatever. That was that had on there that she will fuck with.
Cali?
Nah, Wale. That album had Back to Ballin'. Assalamu alaikum. That shit had that shit on there. That shit had bangers on there. So you come out with number 2, and so far those 2 joints are hard.
Switching up a bad batch, too much bacon on it.
Assalamu alaikum on it. Got it, flipped it, lost it, flipped it. Nah, nigga, back to ballin'. I ain't even playing, homie. He's not going stupid.
Yo, and that's another thing, man. Why is it so? Why we was just talking about it's fun to joke chances. Why are people having so much fun making fun of Wale?
Because
he's so sensitive.
Yeah, and he puts it out there, and he's always making comments about how come y'all put me up there.
Yo,
with this
do you
and
see
that,
how hype we just got? Like we appreciate your work, homie. Can you know that?
Ever since 902.
Yo, real shit.
That was my jam.
Bad girl, a lover to dreams. She is 902. She gives us those like she would do anything for everything.
He's like going stupid, man.
He ain't lying, man. Like it from his debut on, like he been putting them out.
Yeah, I remember everybody was on Ambition. I remember seeing on everybody's iPod back at Brandywine, it was Ambition on everybody's shit. That's when MMG was singing over. But like, I would be like, man, look at my nigga Wale, man. And Christian, that was his favorite rapper. You know what I mean? Christian loved Wale. Love that nigga to this day. That's his favorite nigga, man.
Yo,
we love Wale over here.
Said the name ain't Wale, but my name Wale. Hoes coming missing, never wear the same thing. You ain't done it. You never ever change.
That nigga start going
the
crazy.
Same way. L-I-A.
He start going stupid, man.
Yeah, real shit.
I love Wale, and to keep it on MMG, Meek dropped his album.
Another one that you didn't look too impressed about. Like motherfucking. All right, I'll tell you this, cause like. I'm not the when singles drop or when shit drop, I don't catch it immediately and shit. So when that single with him and Uzi dropped, I didn't catch that.
Now that was actually good.
That shit. That was fire.
It was good.
That was fire.
I put it on the playlist to work out.
Yeah, I was like, this is flamers. But to have them 2 Philly niggas up there, excuse me, and I don't listen to Uzi, but. Excuse me again. But to hear Uzi on his track like that, just kind of like, just trying to spit again and sound normal again.
Yeah.
Like, cause he used to spit.
Yeah.
Like before his old YouTube videos where he was with the gang and shit, like motherfucking, and not dressing all crazy without his piercings and all that. He was just rapping.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, things change.
Yeah, and this John and this is why I feel to like not have expectations. I haven't liked Meek for a long time now. It's been a minute because I used to be real big on Meek. Especially
the
like,
Amen.
Yeah, like Dream Chasers 2, especially.
Like I was riding in my old hood, but I'm in my new hood. Say they don't ride me, so they never do shit, man. Yeah, when that I'm a Boss came out, we was on.
Every time I hear that shit, man, I still go hard.
Yeah, that shit. That when that beat come in,
like bitch, I'm good. What I say? I'll be like, yeah, what he say? It's so fucking turned.
Now look at me, like he know how to get you hyped.
But that's what. So boom, right? And this what kind of got me because everybody gave him flack for just yelling all the time, and he's not really doing that anymore. So it's hard for me to really feel him because he's just talking to me. I'm like, me personally, I may not enjoy you yelling all the time, but I don't want you talking to me either. Like sure, you hanging around Hove now. You hanging around Hove. You going to these foreign places. You around these people. Great. I just want the hard shit.
Yeah, but by the same token, right? I tried to go into this album so that I could have some kind of perspective, and like first track stopped me there.
Yeah, the intro was not an intro.
It stopped me there.
Not an intro.
Like I literally was listening to the song trying to understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
Like and like it, I was just like, how hard? I even noticed, and I want to see if it's changed, but I noticed that the lyrics weren't there. Like they weren't available for it.
Mm-hmm.
Where that? Okay.
You didn't even download it.
Nope. I just went to listen to the motherfucker. Here it is. I'll just put in Meek. But yep, there it is. If I put this on, lyrics are there now.
Yeah.
But when it first came out, it was no lyrics on it. And I was like, no.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, because they're delayed.
Yeah.
I know firsthand.
Yeah.
I still got to re-put in mine because whatever. But yeah, like,
holy cow.
Yeah, man. Now my voice cracked. But either way, I didn't understand what he was saying. Like it sounded like, and then the beat flip. It was cool.
It's not hooking me the same.
It's not.
Like it's not hooking me the same. Like when I throw on I get my Dream Chasers 2 and I hear when I hear that shit, I wanna go crazy. Yo, I wanna lose my mind when I hear that song, man. Even
I just imagine the Naruto Jones that you used to put it over.
That shit goes so stupid, man. I love that nigga. But his latest shit, ever since him and Drake, shit ain't been the same. It ain't. He said it out his mouth. He said that shit. And I was like, you damn right ain't nothing been the same, nigga. The album.
I was about to say, no, it was the same. Oh, there's so many jokes I can make, but I don't want to. Damn, wait. So, wait. What you think Drake did? You think Drake fucked up his confidence?
He ended that man's whole career. Nigga, we was there. Like, come on now. That whole summer.
You know what I was thinking about too?
Man,
which is funny you bring that up. I was at work when I was thinking about this shit. I was just like, yo, because I think Meek was on or something, and I was just like, yo, Drake was on Meek album. Meek wasn't on Drake album. That's saying something.
Saying a lot. And he put Drake.
And that was
on
the
his
last
album.
time that he featured with Meek, I think.
Well, after that they reconciled and Down Bad came out.
Down Bad.
We're going bad.
But that's the song I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
That's the last time he featured with this man, and then no more Drake and Meek, and that was on Meek's album.
Yeah.
That looks bad. from the outside. It's like
he even
it's
said
like you needed my help.
And Drake said it best. He was like, he said a couple of niggas albums dropped. He said a couple of niggas dropped. Those are still on the shelf. I bet them shits would have popped if I was willing to help. Like, he been telling y'all. And when you fuck with the God, nigga, you don't get the God. And that nigga caught a hot one, boy. He caught a hot one. That nigga ain't recovered since, man. He can't even yell no more. That nigga scared.
They play back to back at Walmart.
Yep. And I mean that shit like, is that a world tour or your girl's tour?
Me too. Oh.
I know that you gotta be a thug for it. This ain't what she meant when she told you to open up more.
Oh.
Twitter fingers. Man, listen, chicken fingers.
Yeah. That's it. I fucked up.
No, you said it right.
But we said it backwards. We said Twitter fingers turn to trigger fingers.
You don't want that. And he's still Twitter fingers to this day.
Yeah.
Like, dog, like.
It's just wow.
You know, he was saying how, you know, Drake kind of, you know, that whole thing messed up a lot of his, you know, relationships with people and it has looked bad for his career and stuff like that. But it's like, yo, like, what do you expect?
But down to your rap style, it changes that too?
That man hurt.
Yeah, I was going to say, because
he traumatized.
How can you, it's like, it's almost like, how do you come back on the track confidently? But I mean, like, he gave him his flowers, Drake. I mean, Drake was like, you know, he is a real street dude. He is about what he says he's about, He gave him those flowers and stuff. So, like, but it's almost like letting them live type shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Speaking of, I'll never forget that one time Drake was performing. I think the crowd kept wanting him to perform back to back, and he was like, "Don't worry, he's dead already." And everybody was like, "Oh!" I was like, "This nigga is a savage." Man, I was like, "This nigga is the GOAT. I'll go fuck with nobody says."
And that's why, like, you know, fast forward to the day.
Cold-hearted.
I ain't even tripping off Drake. I used to, like, as far as like motherfucking the whole, you know, oh, you didn't write this, But it's just down to
that couldn't even stop him.
Yeah, it's down to respecting his maneuverability in the game. Like, he's just maneuvering, unlike these niggas.
And niggas done tried.
Yeah,
we seen it,
and it made him look bad.
Niggas done tried, man. But to this day, my nigga on top of the game, artist of the decade, like. Like, what do you say? Like, what do what do you really say to this man?
Yeah,
nothing.
And there's a lot of vindication in that path for a nigga like myself. Like, I'm not talking musically, just in life. Like, looking at like you know, your past, you feel like victorious. Like, niggas tried to bring you down. Niggas threw dirt on your name. Niggas But look at you now. You in a place where niggas wish they could be, and if they like try as they might.
You can't deny him.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't deny this man. Like, it don't even. That's why I'm saying I would hate the beef with Drake, because you're gonna see him, you're gonna hear him any day, every day you go. It does not matter. He's not going away.
Oh, what he said? In that song, it was like, "Tell your nanny to play it."
In 8 out of 10. He said,
your wife.
Your wife. He was like, your trainer is pressing play, your nanny is pressing play, your wifey. Like, you can't deny that.
That's gotta hurt when the motherfucker you beefing with, your wife, down to your moms, is playing they jams. Like,
all that shit. You can't get rid of him.
Yeah.
There's no getting rid of that nigga, man.
Well, I was about to make it bad.
What? Go ahead.
I was like, well, Kanye. Nah, his.
What?
It sounds bad because I was just like, they moms played the but then I consider, wait, that's Kanye we talking about. Nah, his mom ain't playing the song.
Yeah, nah, I could. Yeah.
That was bad.
Moving on. You said Trey, right?
Yeah.
So I actually made a playlist for his verses.
Okay.
Of what I think some of his haymakers might be.
Trigger.
I came up with 39 songs. 39.
You know they only go up to 20, don't they?
I know, but that's to show you that man does not just have no goddamn 20.
Alright, then I'm on the spot now.
He got 15 on the clip.
I'm gonna take Chris's spot.
And these aren't in any particular order. These are just ones I just have on my phone, and the ones I would think would be the biggest, the ones that everybody acknowledges. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then we can all like agree that that's a banger. You know
I
what I'm saying?
No Guidance is coming on at some point in Chris's discography.
Boom. I'm gonna throw in Dive In. Ooh, I'm about to.
And see, these is a little new because like Heat and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's not gonna be updated.
Yeah. It's too new.
You have to actually go through each album. That's what I did for Trey.
Oh no, I ain't mad at this. I'm just thinking about the song. Like, I could see why he would play it, but I also feel like that's not one of his classics.
It's not.
It's just
it's hot now.
It's hot now. Yeah. And Heat.
Yeah. And
that ain't even his song for real. Like Gunna's rapping on most of that, ain't he?
Chris got a verse.
Okay, I didn't hear it.
Chris got a verse.
I didn't hear it like that.
But you got Dive In, 2 Reasons, Fumble, Gotta Make It.
Ooh, what he gonna do when this come on?
I was playing that shit the other
day, nigga. Yeah, this is a point. This is a point for Chris.
He might do this.
So
he might do that, nigga.
Yeah.
He might do that.
But then, I mean, let me see what Chris might do out here.
That nigga just might hit you with one of them bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, Chris might have to come out with a. Why you only showing me essential albums?
Yeah.
Oh, scroll lower.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Right there.
Say, what the fuck? Then he might do this.
Hey, he could do that. He could do that if he wants to.
He might do that to him.
But then, he could do this to him.
That's not gonna win against that.
It's not gonna be an easy one though. That's not an easy one.
But Chris takes that one home if Trey puts that on against that one. That which nigga want everybody going off.
That shit, I know that shit hard. That shit hard.
Nigga can't do nothing. Well, all the broke niggas in there gonna be mad. Oh no, yeah, you got that one. Sorry, Chris got that point. Cause I'm on Trey's side, but if I'm fighting,
like I said, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at none of them shits.
Chris might win.
That nigga. And
I'm walking back.
My nigga gonna do this.
Nigga with the opera and the fat nigga, come on.
You ain't wanna be successful, nigga. You ain't wanna be successful.
Hold up. Chris might have
I want the money. I want it. Go on, dog.
And Chris could go all the way back. I'm telling you, like. Oh!
He definitely could. He could do that. He could do that.
It's hurting now, cause I don't know.
But Trey could do this right here.
I'm gonna mess you up.
Cause I know his face so beautiful. Yo, nigga, he could do that. He could do that.
He could.
You know what I'm talking about?
What would?
He could do it. What song is this?
Oh yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna be a haymaker.
What the fuck is that?
Because that's one of my jams.
Oh, yeah,
my favorite Christmas song. I got a girl singing like me. I'm gonna sing that because you might fuck with it.
You probably will.
But yeah, that just challenged my own thinking. I'm sitting here thinking, nah, Chris ain't got no. It's not like he ain't have no chance.
Yeah, ain't nobody ever said that. But like we said before, like Trey has haymakers. And ain't just gonna be a landslide for Chris. That's my chance. That's my shit.
Yeah, you know that's a point for Chris.
It could be. It could be. I ain't mad at it.
And that's not even my shit. Like,
I love that song though.
Yeah.
For that, I just might have to hit you with one of these right here.
Yeah.
Come here. Nigga, hit you one of these shits every night you in the club.
Every night I'm in the club, throwing money with the thugs.
Thought enough for love and there was you. What?
And I don't wanna be a player no more.
That nigga come in with that shit, man. I'm losing my mind.
God damn, yeah, man. But
And it ain't an easy one.
no, that ain't. I mean, that ain't easy. Nah, ain't none of that easy.
But see, you playing all the party records.
Oh, I was about to say,
Cause you ain't even get to the bedroom shit.
I
You
was
know
about to
Trey
say.
got that on lock, nigga.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it.
You know what? I didn't want to have to do it to you.
You know I had to do it to you.
Drip, drip, drip.
Alright, boo. That's good. But nigga, watch this. Nigga, come on! Nigga, come on!
Fuck this.
Nigga,
Welcome
come
to
on!
my sex room.
Man, listen.
Oh, it's over for Chris.
Come on,
He
son.
taken to that bag, and it's gonna be hard for Chris to
Because
climb
Chris
out of
has
that.
it for the party records make you feel good. We said it before. Trey a grown ass man. He ain't dancing.
Yeah.
He ain't doing no backflip for no bitch. He giving you the.
And even when
he gonna take your bitch.
I mean,
He
even
done said
when what is it? Where is I can't even find something that Chris is going up like mad grown with like.
For me, he really only did it with songs on 12 Play with Trey. Like Chris makes some really good radio anthems.
Yep.
You know, Feature King. He gonna give you the best hook, make your shit pop. But I ain't throwing that nigga on in the bed.
No.
I ain't throwing that nigga on the bed, especially when this come on.
No.
Especially when that come on. What he got for this?
Yeah.
What he got for that?
Look, I tried, Chris. Look at me. I even tried. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'll give you Take You Down.
Not even. Because, like,
That's the point.
it take you down.
Really
Yeah.
wanna take you down.
I thought we was like, and that might be a point for
Or even
sure.
Back to Sleep.
Rock you.
Not Trey's version.
I was about to say, but he featured on it, didn't he?
One of the remixes. It was like 4 remixes of that
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Yeah.
But yeah, like but you know what Trey gonna say if you put that on?
Nigga.
Now play my part.
Alright. Nigga, he hit you
Rock
with
you
this.
with the D girl.
He can hit you with this.
Yeah,
Nigga.
that's why I gotta. That's why I told you, like walking back, Chris. I can't do it.
Dog.
I gotta stand on that, cause motherfucking like
He-
you hear that
He
shit.
can hit you with this.
Only apple in the bed.
Nigga, just
You know what it is. You gonna be on me.
when you hear
Man.
these things,
You can't even sing these Chris Brown songs
Not like that.
and get the same, like, say we acapella and we try to turn the bitch on. Sing, you remember the Omegle days.
Oh, yeah.
And we used to sing the bitches and shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
nigga, was we singing Chris Brown?
Nah.
No. We was singing Jupiter Love.
Yep.
And shit like that.
Sure
Like,
Nigga, or
fuck?
this classic.
This right here's a
panty dropper. Whoa, whoa.
Dog, what are you gonna do?
Dog, you don't.
What are you gonna do?
Look at me jumping on Trey Dick now. I said, and dog, you don't even want this to come on and then put on some Trey. Hold on. Trey.
This nigga, man.
But literally, that's if he doesn't go this route.
He got 40 in the clip.
Nigga. Anything up here is.
Man,
Get
listen.
me fired up. Like, but real shit though. Anything
All
man.
I'm saying is he got a 40 clip in this shit, dog. He
Real
has a
shit.
whole 40 clip.
And that's just if you put it on the shuffle.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
automatically.
If you got a plan going in there, you're done. You're
Man,
done, son.
You can't deny slow motion. You can't deny fucking, like, even this shit, his radio record. Can't deny Can't Help But Wait.
Oh, and let me put it to you too. I don't know how anybody else feel, but all Trey's albums were memorable for me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
When I was just going through Chris Brown's albums, I didn't even peep that he came out with this and that and this and that.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, wait a minute. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't hear 90% of the songs on this album. I only know the radio hits.
Yeah. Shit. If anything, I want that nigga to play this if he plays.
Run that shit back, bro.
This nigga throw this shit on. Oh my god. Oh, oh, oh,
Oh. Go ahead and take your time tonight. We some Trey fans like a motherfucker. I said we some bitches.
Man, listen, that nigga, he got 40 in the clip. Sure, Chris Brown has a longer catalog. He got this radio
record.
Does
he though? Like,
yeah, he does.
If you go to his albums right now,
dog, just that shit he dropped 100 songs on, that automatically throws you way higher than Drake.
I thought a catalog though it was like your album count, and not the number of songs on said album.
He has more albums than Trey.
Does he?
Yeah.
I'm looking at a lot more albums than I saw for him.
Nah, dog. Trey has like 8 albums.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because from chapter 5,
6.
From chapter 5, he dropped Trigger, then he dropped
10, 11.
Tremaine, and then he dropped.
Well, I'm
Back
counting
Home.
some of his mixtape type.
Well, I'm talking albums. So he has 8 albums. And like
Back Home, Chapter 5, Gotta Make It, Intermission 1 and 2. You forgot about that.
Okay, you can count that. That's 9.
Passion, Pain, and Pleasure. Ready. We got Tremaine, Trey Day, Trigger. Trigger Reloaded.
He got 9.
I was about to say I won't even count in Trigger Reloaded and stuff because
I just count that as Trigger. That's not; those aren't 2 separate albums.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he has 9.
So you're right. 9 will do it.
Chris has a shit ton. Like it's not even funny. And then every song on there, like this nigga has a billion fucking songs. So, you know what I'm saying? Just his collab with fucking Young Thug, the Heartbreak Indigo, Royalty, Tiger John.
Okay,
X.
now here we go with this though. We're looking at them playing it fair, right, and going into their own catalogs. What about when they feature on something?
Chris has Trey on features.
That could come on.
That can come on, but against a Chris Brown feature, I don't know. Their own catalogs.
Now I'm looking at Trey features. You gotta take Chris's side on this one.
Alright, watch this. Watch this.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Watch this shit, nigga, because you ain't ready for that shit.
Oh, he lost. You know how I know he lost? Because he featured on this.
Yep. And they both featured on that shit. They was both on that shit. Now, I think Trey had the best verse on that shit, personally, me myself.
I already don't fuck with August, so like seeing him on August shit just made me.
That's the thing. Chris has like
lost.
a million fucking. What that nigga gonna do when this shit come on? I get down on the dance floor.
He gonna get down on the dance floor. That's what the fuck he gonna do.
That nigga get into.
He gonna freeze.
Nigga gonna bust that shit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Trey gonna try to hit him with this.
And I let us off, but that ain't gonna do shit to that nigga, man. You
Not
can't.
a goddamn thing.
You can't out future Chris. You just can't. You really can't.
Let me see what else he got. He could try this, but that's too slow. Chris gonna come out with cheers to the plan for the next whole week.
But like I said, like I personally that's the point is because like everyone sings that fucking song.
Did you try to say already?
It's on there. It's on my playlist. But I'm talking about like those are his songs. Successful and Say are his songs. But I'm talking about Trey featuring on other people's songs.
Did you hear this?
That's my shit. Inside, yeah. Jacquees. That's on my fucking playlist.
I never heard that.
Oh no. That's my jam. Oh no. Keep your legs up. I keep you better. That nigga go crazy on that shit.
I'd be cool off auto-tune. Sometimes I can just already imagine it just not being the vibe for old girl.
Yeah.
So I just quit.
Like Chris Brown has more features than I think he actually has his own fucking songs.
I peeped this song called Bad Girl with A Boogie and shit.
That's my shit too.
I never heard it. But it reminded me of the song Bad Girl by Usher. You know that song? I need a bad girl.
Yeah.
Get at me, bad girl.
Shit, what Trey gonna do when this shit come on?
Y'all know what this is. Only thing that keeps me up. Hey, when I'm feeling down. I don't know about you, but I keep eyes around.
Cause I done look, I done search, and it's hard to find another shorty like mine. Baby, yes, I'm addicted to me. We gotta stop playing this music when we get demonetized.
Real shit, that's what I'm thinking.
And we're not even getting paid yet. We gonna get demonetized.
Nigga, you owe us money. How you feel about that overdraft now?
The pot over.
We're gonna get ourselves in debt fucking with this episode. But alright, yeah.
It's train. Ain't gonna pick it up. That's good.
I was about to say aliens? Like
crash through the window.
Fucking start abducting us right in front of the camera.
Oh shit.
Catch this. But nah, yeah. Chris might offer a challenge.
Like I said, I still, like I said, Trey ain't no slouch. Chris is gonna win, but he ain't gonna slide easy. Mm-hmm. That's not an easy slide. It really ain't. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Trey would have to try to force it into the be grown bag.
Yeah.
And it either way, it's too many songs for the whole night to stay there. So like I can tell Chris will bring it out of that bag. And once people, it's the crowd control. Yeah. That Versus.
It's like battle rap.
Yeah, it's that's what Versus is about. So like motherfucking that truths that you playing for the night. People get to dancing and moving and they don't feel like being sexy and grown anymore. Yeah. And you gotta fit that.
But that's why I think if I'm Trey, my strategy is because that's Chris's whole bag. It's making you like dance, vibe, and everything. I would throw in the say eyes, the 2 reasons.
And then
I would
you could try to slip it into
and then I'll sneak it in. I'll change the tempo. I'm gonna give him some Nana, and then after that it's all dum 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 dum. It's them shits. Cause after that you already you know what Chris is coming with.
Yeah. And you better sing that shit.
And I was matching with it. Now I'm about to control this shit. Nigga, do this.
All right, if it's a Versus 2. Let's treat them like we treated the Locks and the rappers. I want to hear you actually sing your song.
Oh yeah.
Let's see who can actually sing their song. Get
that
shit out. And cause you can hit us with a tricks that you're playing for and take my time. Mm-hmm. All that shit. But if you ain't, I mean, like that's gonna count.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Chris may sing better than Trey.
Hell no. But when it comes to that dancing and that Take You Down comes on, and that nigga get on the floor and start fucking the floor, that's an automatic point. I'm sorry. Because that's the move every nigga always want to do. That like, I'm going to take it down. He start, man, listen, not rolling, nigga. Man, listen.
The Kappa stole that shit.
Exactly. When them niggas start doing that shit, like that's an automatic point, son. Like, I can't.
I don't know, depending on what it goes against. But it's like you said, though. Like it's an uphill battle for Trey.
Yeah,
it's an uphill battle, but it's a battle he can fight.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, like that nigga, even from Just Gotta Make It, nigga, like fucking Trey Day, Ready had all the bangers on it. That's when he was trying to go commercial and radio and everything. He had them bangers.
Ready.
That's Say I Invented Sex. I forgot all about that shit.
And Neighbors Know My Name.
Neighbors Know My Name.
Oh yeah.
I Need a Girl.
Oh yeah.
Shawty, where you at?
Ready. He was ready. He was ready to blow.
Even that one fucking song I really don't like. Black Roses.
That was on.
That's Ready.
You're right. I was about to say that was on Passion Planet.
Passion Plain and Pleasure.
Nah, I ain't playing.
Let me see. Go ahead. Be wrong. Go ahead. Be wrong. Look good already. Look.
No. Where that?
Not on there.
Watch me go to Ready.
Ready to take this L. Even on there, wait, go back up, right? Even fucking.
I said, man, what else you need to be right about?
Even fucking LOL smiley face, nigga.
Nah, he killed this album, bruh. Like, One Love.
Shit.
Even the B side.
Even, man.
Ready to make. Boy, this is an A side to me.
Right. Trey can hit these. I mean, Chris can hit these notes.
He said Trey can hit my ass. He said Trey can hit.
When that shit come on, I don't remember hearing Chris Brown do none of them type of shits.
Yeah, dog. Like that.
Like those interludes. What interlude Chris got?
Ready to make love.
Even the Passion, Pain, and Pleasure interludes.
Man.
Passion, Pain, Pleasure. As the stars shine deep in the night sky. That shit. Man,
You're alone in me.
I've been looking for real love. Oh, that nigga start going crazy.
Oh, yo, when a nigga snapping that, man, I start snapping. He said, and you belong to me, woman, you belong to me. I was like, you fucking white, you bitch. You mine, bitch. That's mine.
Or you know your favorite. Ding dong, ding
I'm
dong.
looking but the fucking man, the sequencing is so different. It's a symphony versus one star.
Man, listen, that shit. Just.
But I think it would be one of those verses in which we watch and be disappointed because we think he won.
Yeah.
Or he won't choose the songs that we think he should have chose.
Right. Like I said, in my scenario, like, you gotta let Chris run with the he gonna think he win with all these dancing records and shit like that.
And knock him right down.
And switch that shit and be like, nigga, you ain't got nothing on this.
It's gonna take Trey being confident in his lane.
Yeah. Cause even I remember even when they did that tour together, the Between the Sheets tour, right? I remember Chris, he was being interviewed about it. He said, yeah, man, I gotta compete with Trey. I gotta dance harder because he get on stage, he start doing pull-ups and working out, and then he just start singing like it's nothing. I'm just like, you damn right, nigga. Yeah. You damn right.
It's different, nigga.
What you talking about?
It's not about being cute.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta
be a grown man.
You gotta be a grown ass man, and that's one thing that Trey fucking was showing me early.
Yeah, that's why he was our Marvin Gaye.
Early.
Old girl didn't understand that shit, like motherfucking, but. Like, literally, in the last episode, we talked about it. Like, motherfucking Trey is the Marvin Gaye for us and shit. And the lyrics that he would sing about was the lifestyle that we wanted to live.
Sure enough was living it, too.
God damn it. Why you think I'm all fucked up now?
Because of Trey.
Yeah, nigga, came out of here having girls at home, scratching me up, but I found a place.
Having good feelings. Now I need a girl.
Got a bitch saying
She gave me 2 reasons now I'm successful.
Now I gotta go.
Now I gotta go. I was in the middle, but now it's the last time.
I was in the middle, but that was the last time. Real shit though. Got a bitch anticipating too. This shit goes on and on. My God. So yeah, motherfucker.
That was a good one.
Cause man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man.
I feel like we've been going for a long ass time.
Shit, I got a new stubble. He said, no, you don't.
He said,
you know how I do. I comb my hair. I take that
I'll
shit.
never forget that one picture you fucking posted. You drew the beard on your fucking face. I was like, this goofy nigga.
It looked real to some. They was convinced.
He said it was cold at night.
Bitches really thought I was getting old. No, I'm still a boy.
Erase that motherfucking shit.
I was so mad, but it's alright. One day.
Whole time I'm like, huh.
Yeah, sitting there. You look crazy. I said, how about you shave yours then?
I'm like, well, you know what's gonna be at tomorrow? Right back here.
Be all sanded out. You're like, you know what, man? Thanks. Great idea. He's salty.
Come right
I
back.
shaved my shit. That shit gone forever. But that's alright though.
Oh man.
Just episode 23.
Yeah, we getting. I think so.
22.
Y'all gonna know what it is.
Yeah. 23 weeks.
Yeah, for sure. You know, this has been another rendition of the Jerry.
You know what it is. And
this has been another rendition of the Jerry Birds podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment on the video, share it, hit the bell notification so you get updated every time we upload. We upload every Monday morning at 8 o'clock a.m. Show love to the boys, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with us.
Share what you think in the comments.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It was another great episode. You know?
Nigga.
Yeah, good shit. Jerry Birds.
I said, he said he did it again. Yeah, man. The first time I looked like, yeah,